Yeah, yeah, I'll try, but I don't. I would just give you a percentage of the jobs. I mean, like try to actually get some of the clients done by using it, and then pay you off of off of the results, like off of what we get from that.
All right. So what he says here is that he would rather then do the commission instead of paying upfront. So what I think right here is that we have a prospect that doesn't have too much money to spend like right up front, just like this. And this becomes a hard sell. Like trying to charge someone money if they don't have money, that's very hard. So that's why we have these two offers. And looking back at it, what I probably should have done is that I should have given the upfront offer first, the $500 upfront. If he wasn't too much into that, I should have then said, well, we can also do this, because then I think he would have hopped on that straight away. But instead, we kind of stretch it out, which is kind of unnecessary. Yeah. Yeah. But like you can do the math, 20% of what, like 60K or something. I kind of want to just like run it because I know that it will work. I'm not doing it for the fun of it. If we can, yeah, it's up to you. We can also do 20%. I'm fine with that. That's a better deal for me. I think I'll make more money that way.
Well, I would say like maybe like pay 20% to paying off the $500.
All right, that's a hard bargain. He comes with a pretty interesting offer. He says, well, you can pay afterwards 20% until we pay the $500, which is a terrible offer for me. So ain't no way on earth are we about to do that. It has to be, either it's $500 up front, just because I'm gonna pay for like the software cost. That's basically usually what that's majority of that $500. That's just to cover the software, cover like the voice cost of trying it out. So I want that up front. The only way I'd front that up front if it was like, okay, fixed 20%. But again, like I'm gonna do the satisfaction guarantee where I'm so sure it will work that if you pay $500 and you don't like it and you don't want to continue with the system, I'll send you $500. No worries.
Let me see if my brother wants to have it, and if he doesn't, then I'll just...
Again, I given the offer again that we can either do 20% or we can do the 500 with the satisfaction guarantee. And here he says again that he needs to talk to his brother. So we still haven't like really overcome that objection. He still tries to get off the call in order to do that. But we have no control there. We don't know if he's ever going to mention it to his brother. We want commitment on the call. You'll see how far I'm willing to go in order to get that close.
Do myself. I mean, either one works. Even if you were to take 20%, it's like jobs that I already wasn't getting. It's just, like it's just, I want to see how it works first, honestly. But if you give it back, I'll have to, and then I'll let you know, right? I'll tell you about it.
You know how the business works, right? Like when you're running ads, all you want is to increase the lifetime value of your customers. So right now, how many leads are you getting now? Are you getting a couple a day?
I'll say like 10, for like $25, you get like 10 leads.
Damn, that's good. That's good.
Maybe get like at least one, but it could get up to like 3.
How much are you spending a day? Was it $40?
Yeah, 25 to 40. It depends on something. I have it set at 30, but it'll just spend whatever, anywhere between there.
Yeah, because like if you can, let's say like calling them as well just increases your amount of jobs that you get with like 20-30%. That is money that you like otherwise wouldn't have, and that you can take that money and run it straight back into ads. And when you can do that, then you can scale the ads more. Like you have more money to spend into ads, which makes you more money. It's like a flywheel, right? I'm not sure if this was the right approach, honestly. Like he said again, the objection with him having to talk to his brother. And I actually come with a pretty creative solution for how you can fix this that completely disarms this objection in just a second. And here I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to make him understand that when he gets more out of his ad spend, he gets more money he can put back into ad spend. He gets that flywheel of scaling. That's what I'm trying to convince him to. But I think I am a bit like too technical here in terms of like business terms of like scaling your ad spend, increasing your ROAS. He doesn't really need to know too much about that. But that is really what we're helping him with. But I'm trying to make him realize that. And probably I should have just like gone straight into handling that objection and continuing the call in order to disarm those objections and get that yes. But I come up with something pretty creative in just a sec. Look at this. So that's all, like that's the name of the game that you want to get into. It's like, how can I squeeze all of the juice out of the leads that I get in order to close them? in order to increase the lifetime value so you can spend more on ads. Does that kind of make sense?
All right. Well, let me speak to my brother and also just see how much money we got.
For sure. How, like, is it type of the money right now? Type money situation?
I just I mean everything's just going good with the system to where it's like not necessary to add anything. It's just more for the curiosity to try it. Like, I'm sure I know it will work already, but I run the ads and get people through text messages, and I'll get like, if I let it go for like my best in a week was like 20. It was 21 people booked in a week just through texting. I didn't have to call a single person. So it's just, like, is it necessary? Because if it wasn't working, if I wasn't getting any people, I'd really like, I'd be already done it. But it's just already working, so I'm not like super ready to spend any money. But if Aiden wants to have it and he wants to do it, and you're also offering to give our money back if we don't like it, then I'm down to try it. But I would rather him help me out if he wants to. If he wants to use this, well,
sure.
Fair.
Let's do it. Let's do it like this, right? I'll have it with you. So it's still going to be $500, but you only pay $250 up front because I think that's going to cover probably like the majority of the cost of like actually running it. Like $250 is probably what it's going to cost for like run it for a month or something. So that is going to cover that. If you don't like it, I send back the $250. If you do like it, you send me another $250, which can come from Aiden if you want to. But you figure that out at that point. So it's the exact same for you right now, but it's just $250 up front for the tools. And then $500 when you see it working and you say, okay, this shit is fucking good. Let's like scale it up. It's very important here that you change the offer the right way. What a lot of beginners do when they start out in the space is that they say, well, it's $1,000 for this service. Then they get a pricing objection just like this one where they say they can't afford it. And then they say, okay, we can also do it for $500. They still get an objection. Okay, we can also do it for $200. The problem with that is that you make your service look way less valuable when the price all of a sudden goes from $1,000 to $200. And that creates a bunch of concerns in every single prospect that you will ever hop on a call on if you do that. Instead, you can do multiple different things in order to solve it. The first thing you can do is that you can give them a different package, a different tier. So if they say, well, I cannot afford this $1,000 full website with 10 pages that you have talked about throughout the meeting, then you say, okay, we do also have a $200 package that is the minimum package. You're not going to get the same website. You're not going to get a custom-made logo, and you're not going to have an SEO optimized website, but it's going to be a one-page website with the basics. That is our minimum package. Would that be interesting? Would that fit the budget? It's very important that you don't get the exact same thing for a lower price. You're basically diminishing the value of your service. If you are lowering the price, you also have to lower the service. That is the first way you can do it. The second way is that you can change the payment terms. So instead of paying it everything up front, you can say, okay, you pay now and later you pay the last half. That is also all right because you still get the same amount of money. You just change the payment terms to make it work. So only $250 after you actually want to continue.